Zhang Xuanji's sudden appearance frightened everyone present. Everyone's eyes widened and they were stunned. What's going on? Isn't Zhang Xuanji dead? How could he still appear in front of them in good condition? Could it be that they have seen a ghost? Everyone looked at each other in disbelief. They didn't know what happened, and they couldn't understand why Zhang Xuanji could come back from the dead. This is beyond their knowledge. You're not dead? How is that possible? The one who was most surprised was the blood demon William. He worked hard and finally seized the opportunity, bit Zhang Xuanji's neck, and then drained all the blood from her body. He could be sure that Zhang Xuanji was already dead and there was absolutely no possibility of survival. But the question is, if Zhang Xuanji is really dead, who is the person in front of them? Don't panic, everyone! Zhang Xuanji's body is still lying there. This person might be a fake, Bear King Bailey suddenly said. As soon as these words came out, everyone turned their heads and looked at the mummy lying not far away. Yes, the body is still there, so Zhang Xuanji cannot come back from the dead. The guy in front of them was probably a disguised person, deliberately trying to scare them. Corpse? Haha! Zhang Xuanji suddenly laughed, his eyes a little playful. To tell you the truth, that is just a paper man clone of mine, just for fun. Do you still take it seriously? Paper man clone. Bear King Bailey frowned. Don't talk nonsense here. Do you think you can scare us with just a few words? Stop dreaming. How can a mere paper man clone be so powerful? Just now, more than a dozen of them were top experts, but they tried their best, even using the killing moves that pressed against the bottom of the box. In the end, with great effort, they finally killed Zhang Xuanji together. During this period, all of them suffered serious injuries, except for the real Zhang Xuanji. No one can force them to this point. Therefore, he would never believe that it was some kind of paper man clone. Not only him, but the rest of the people, including Blood Demon William, all had the same idea. After all, they are all the top experts in each country. How can a being that requires their full strength to kill be just a clone? Don't believe it? Then let me open your eyes. Zhang Xuanji didn't talk nonsense. He raised his hand and waved lightly, and a breeze swept by. Immediately afterwards, the mummy on the ground suddenly shattered into ashes as if it had weathered. Then the wind blew and it completely disappeared, leaving not even a trace behind. This scene shocked everyone once again. Could it be that Zhang Xuanji, who they had just fought fiercely for a long time, was really just a paper mannequin clone? But how is this possible? If a mere paperman clone is so strong, what state must Zhang Xuanji's true body be in? Thinking of this, everyone felt a chill in their hearts. They suddenly realized that the situation seemed to be somewhat out of control. Zhang Xuanji! Stop pretending to be a ghost here. I don't believe you are immortal, Bear King Bailey suddenly shouted. Don't be nervous, everyone. We can kill him once. We can kill him a second time, a third time. As long as we work together, we will definitely succeed. After hearing this, everyone became more motivated to fight again. Yes, no matter how powerful Zhang Xuanji is, she is just a mortal body. As long as they go all out, they can still kill him. Don't talk nonsense with him. Let's go together and kill him. The blood demon William roared, flapped his wings violently, and turned directly into a black light, rushing towards Zhang Xuanji in midair. Kill! Bear King Bailey kicked the ground with both feet, shot up like a cannonball, and pierced Zhang Xuanji's chest with sharp claws. Fight him! The other strong men followed closely, each showing their own means and besieging Zhang Xuanji again. Now they have no other choice but to fight for their lives. Kusama Taro's sacrificed lifespan summoned the Snow Princess, and continued to use the ice and snow magic. The boxing Saint Bong summoned the phantom of the Elephant God and used the power of the Elephant God to savagely collide. The six-armed gods and demons of the Tianzhu kingdom jumped up, waving their weapons repeatedly, and launched a violent and rainstorm-like attack. It was through this tacit cooperation that they defeated and killed Zhang Xuanji before. So, they chose to use the same trick again. Heh! Zhang Xuanji just chuckled as he watched the powerful warriors coming from all directions. Then, he raised the yin-yang sword and swung it gently at Shueji, who was spewing cold air from her mouth. Swoosh! A white sword light flashed by. Shueji screamed, exploded on the spot, and turned into dots of light and dissipated. Kusama Taro was also knocked away by the shock wave, bleeding from his mouth and nose, and was seriously injured. The demon's sword in his hand made a click sound and broke into two pieces. Swoosh! After one sword, Zhang Xuanji swung another sword. The white sword light was incredibly fast, and it directly split the elephant god's phantom into two with a crushing force, and finally chopped the boxing Saint Bong with the remaining force. Bang! There was a bang. The body of the boxing Saint Bong exploded directly, turning into a blood mist all over the sky, and drifted down. No bones were left. Swoosh! Zhang Xuanji did not hesitate at all and swung the third sword. The third white sword light, unstoppable, destroyed the weapon of the six-armed demon easily, and cut off its 6 arms one after another. The tall and burly six-armed demon was instantly beaten back to its original form, and turned into Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. But at this moment, the three were seriously injured and lost their arms, lying on the ground, unable to move. Swoosh! Swoosh! Zhang Xuanji swung 2 more swords, slashing at Bear King Bailey and Blood Demon William respectively. Before the two could react, the sword light had already arrived in front of them. There was no way to avoid it, and they could only raise their arms to block. Bang! Bang! There were only 2 explosions. Blood Demon William's body exploded directly, and blood was wrapped around the broken limbs and arms, spilling all over the ground. Even Bear King Bailey, who had amazing defense, was still broken by this sword, and his chest was torn open, revealing his internal organs. From the time everyone launched the attack to the end of the battle, it took only a breath of time. Zhang Xuanji directly ended this fight with his overwhelming strength. From the beginning to the end, the people had no chance to resist.
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone. Can't believe I can feel the world slipping away as you slowly fade from my everyday. You promised forever a love without end, but now I'm left broken, struggling to mend. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime, love with no end, love with no end. Staying in my imagination, memorizing the past time, the secrets, the love, the care, now they're echoes in the air. I still see